Continuing with hot chili pepper, we're going to continue with our left hand, the bass clef. And I'm going to show you the music on this one because I'm going to show you something that my students sometimes have a little hiccup with. And I'm going to try to help you avoid a pitfall. So let me share my screen. Meanwhile, you make sure you have your music handy. I want you to mark this in your music. If you have any like transparent tape that you like to use, you can use a highlighter, you can use a colored pencil, or you can use just a plain pencil if you want. Notice the left hand plays on beat 1 in measure 1. The left hand plays on beat 1 in measure 2. Also in measure 3, 4, and 5. But take a look. In measure 6, the left hand has a rest. So a pitfall that often happens in that measure and also here on the last measure of the first page, there's a rest. So mark that in your music. I like to use highlighter tape. I like to highlight that rest right there. Highlighter tape is removable. If you're interested in highlighter tape and don't know what it is, I'll put a link to that down in the description of this, and I just use highlighter tape all over my music because it's removable, and that way then I can still have a clean copy later on. But anyway, pay attention to that. I'm going to play this in just a moment in your music. For now, circle it lightly with a pencil if you want to, and you can erase it later on. And so then you can still have a clean copy, but make sure you have your copy of your music. I'm going to play the entire first page left hand. Okay, so watch your music, and I'm going to share my screen now so I can change my view so you can see my hands. Here we go. From the beginning, here's middle C. I'm just going to let my right hand sit there just for a reference point. Here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, listen now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, here we slide in. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, slide in. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, slide in. 1, 2, and 3, 4. There we go. That's the first page. Did you notice? So there's lots of C minor triads. Sometimes they're blocked, and sometimes we play them what's called broken. We play one note and then the other. Sometimes the broken triads are ascending, going up. Sometimes the broken triads are descending, going down. If you find those things in your music, it helps you read faster. It helps you learn faster. Notice in measure 5, we have the triad, then we have the interval of a sixth. It happens to be a minor sixth, and you'll learn that later on in your theory, but it's the interval of a sixth. We have to open our hand slightly to play the sixth. Then we're going to come back into the position to play that triad again, but it's a broken triad. And then in measure 7, we play the triad again, the minor triad, and we have to slide in. Remember, our thumb can't reach, so we have to slide in. We don't want to twist our wrist. We want to avoid a twisting motion. So we slide in order to let our thumb reach that black key. And then we'll just come back, a descending triad. And then in measure 9, 7, 8, yes, measure 9, we have our triad. And again, we're going to slide in to allow our thumb to reach. One more time, I'm going to play the whole page for you, then you're off to practicing. Follow along with the music. I like to have my students point at the music as I play. So get your piece of paper, you point. Don't just watch my hand like you're watching a movie. You get your piece of paper, you get your music, and you point as I play. 1, 2, ready, point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, slide in. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. There we go. That is the first page. I hope that you are off to the races with getting started on your hot chili pepper. You're going to do a great job. Do you notice I'm counting? You should be counting often. Good musicians always count. Have fun. practicing hot chili pepper. I can't wait to see a video with your progress.